Welcome to Barefoot in America. Today we are at the ocean filming in San Clemente, California, and so excited to be bringing you a practice from the ocean here in California. And we're going to use the sound of the ocean to integrate into our practice. A couple of my students are going to be traveling and riding in a car, and they asked, can we do yoga when we're in the car? And I'm like, absolutely, right? So we're just going to start really simple by sitting nice and tall and take a moment to simply connect with your breath. Inhaling deeply. And I'll often refer to the inhale as coming to shore like the ocean wave, and how it curls upon itself. Exhale completely like that ocean wave. Inhaling full deep breath in. Exhaling full deep breath back out. And continue to breathe nice and deeply as you sit tall in your chair or your car or wherever you are. Feeling the ebb and flow of your inhalation and exhalation. Keep breathing deeply. And maybe now even notice the breath rising up, opening your heart and collarbones, and how the exhale comes back in, lowers down, pushing the last morsel of air out. So take your next full deep breath up and in, expanding you. Exhaling, drawing into the midline, lowering it down, feeling the belly. Take 3 to 5 more deep cleansing breaths. And if you're in a car, you don't have a choice, but if you're in a seat, you can vary your arm raises, but inhale your arms up and overhead, take them as high as you comfortably go. And then just exhale them back down to your lap. Inhaling, arms float up. Exhale them down. Doing this a dozen times today. Taking in the sound of the ocean. Arms flowing up and down. Just a few more rounds. Last time, inhale them up. Exhale them down. Bring your hands to your heart center. Just taking a moment to press palm to palm. Press your thumb to your sternum. Lift your sternum to your thumb. Gently bow your head and just be with the intention of your yoga practice today. Feel the connection of the Ida and the Pingala, the right and the left. Interlace your fingers like you're praying. Press your palms ahead to stretch the wrist. Exhale, bring your hands back to heart. Take a deep breath in it. Take your legs as wide as you can comfortably go where you're sitting, and simply hinge from your hips, folding forward, hands to the ground or elbows to your knees, sinking through your knees, going as far as you can in the space you have, and take a few deep breaths. Sink a little deeper if you can. Feel the body opening up.
And then adding some body rolls. Inhale, roll your body up.
Open your heart, bow forward again.
And then roll your body up.
Lift your heart, extend your spine, lean forward.
Roll your body up.
Take 3 to 5 more rounds.
Two more. Last time.
Pause upright. Bring your legs together. Squeeze the knees together like they're one, feet together, and just take a moment for that isometric contraction. Feel them squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Lift your heart, sit nice and tall, and then hands on your knees. Open the knees like butterfly wings. Exhale, close your knees. Inhale them open. Exhale them closed. Inhale them open. Exhale closed. Continue to go back and forth. Your pace, a half a dozen more times. Just taking in that meditative sound of the ocean. One. Extend your right leg out in front of you, toes to the sky. Lift your heart and hinge forward just slightly, finding a hamstring stretch. If you're sitting in a chair, you may want to come to the edge. If you're in your car, just work with the space you have and do your best to get a straight right leg, a lifted spine, bending from the hip joints, leaning forward until you feel that stretch in your right hamstring. Toes can pull towards the nose, heel can dig into the earth. If you need to hold your chair to be supported, feel free to do so. Give yourself 5 deep cleansing breaths here. Last breath. Sit upright, bend your right knee, bring it back under you. Send your left leg out in front of you. Get your left leg as straight as you can with the space you have, sitting on the edge of the chair or wherever you can. Lift your spine, make it long. Left leg straight. Hinge from your hip joints. Heart leads you forward. You could hold the chair if you want some support there, creating a little heart opener as well. Keep hinging from the hip, finding your edge, taking 5 deep cleansing breaths. Toes pulled towards your nose. Last deep breath here. Sit back upright, bring your left leg under you. Cross your right ankle to your left thigh. You could grab your right knee, kind of pull it up and over towards your left shoulder. And as you hold that, simply sit nice and tall. It might create a bit of a stretch in your hip and buttock. Just find your edge and take a few deep breaths. It may create a little compression in the abdomen, depending on how far you can pull it. Just meet yourself at your edge and take the time to flex your right ankle. That might intensify what you feel in your hip. And then release the right knee. Just let it fall open. And now hinge forward. Let your arms rest on your shin. Lengthen your spine. Bend from your hips. And feel the hip opener in another way. Do your best with this, with the space you have. And again, flexing your right ankle, breathing deeply. It's not every day that I get this backdrop of ocean waves. Let it just take you somewhere deep inside. Let it remind you of the fluidity that's deep, deep inside of you. Last breath here. Inhaling yourself back upright. Uncross your right leg. Take your left ankle to your right thigh. And from there, get a hold of your left knee. Pull it up and over to your right shoulder as you sit nice and tall. Flex your left ankle. Get settled in with the posture and take 5 deep cleansing breaths. And one more breath here. Releasing the left knee, lengthen your spine, hinge forward from your hip, flex the left ankle, feel the stretch in your left hip and buttock as you breathe into the fold. Last breath. Lower your left leg. Sit nice and tall in your chair. Scooch forward if you're at home in a chair. We're going to do seated cat-cow. Just do your best with this as you round out your back, tuck your tummy, drop your head, look at your navel. Hands could be on the knees. Inhale, draw your heart forward, lift your spine, extend, look skyward. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. And continue to go back and forth 12 times with cat-cow. Exhale, rounds you out. Inhale, pulls you forward. I nearly lost my shoes. 2 more. The tide is changing. Last one. Sit nice and tall. Take a twist to your right. Left hand finds your right knee. Right hand maybe on the chair and your seat behind you. Lengthen your spine. Twist to the right. Gaze out over your right shoulder. Recoil, find your way to center. Inhale, lengthen your spine again and twist to the left. Right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you. Lengthen your spine, twist to your left, gazing out over left shoulder. Find your way to center. Inhale your right hand up and take it over your head. Reach over to your left side with your arm. Start to lean to your left, really open your right side body. Breathe into it. Lower your right arm down. Inhale your left arm up and over. Lean to the side. Reach over to the right. Find that left side stretch. It's all good. I'm getting a little wet, but I love it. And then bring it back to center. Go into your shoulders next. Take your shoulder blades up, back, down, and around. Some simple shoulder circles. Up, back, down, and around. Really feel that full range of motion. Up, back, down, and around. And then get kind of fluid and playful with it and alternate right and left. Pause, sit tall, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Just let the neck stretch a little bit. Tuck the chin, lengthen your spine, the tilt of the head. Breathe into the stretch. And then rotate your nose towards your shoulder, just changing the stretch you feel. Return your head back to center. Settle into your upright posture. Left ear dips over to your left shoulder, creating a stretch in the right side of your neck. Breath full and deep, feeling that simple stretch. Feel where it pulls. Feel yourself relaxing your right shoulder. And then add that slightest bit of rotation. Nose turns towards the left shoulder. And how that stretches the posterior part of the neck shoulder complex, more the upper trapezius. And draw your head back to center. Inhale, look to the ceiling. Exhale, bow the chin forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow it forward. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow it forward. Half moons. Right ear rolls to the right shoulder. Bring the head back down in the center. Roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Bring your head back down to the center. Right ear rolls to the right shoulder. Back down through the center. Left ear to the left shoulder. Back down. Go back and forth just a handful of times. And find your breath. And last time, pausing after you go to the left and bring your head to center and just sit back in your chair. Find your tall, upright posture and let yourself lean into whatever surface you're sitting on for your final resting posture, Savasana. You may want to put a towel roll behind your back or a pillow. You might just want to lean into your chair. And let your legs relax, your arms relax. Just kind of melt here. And spend as much time in Savasana as you like today. Feel yourself resting, softening, melting. Spend a little bit of time with that sound of the ocean waves. And let it take you somewhere deeper. And I thank you for joining me in the yoga practice today, for the sound of the ocean and the beach around us, just the beauty of being here in California at San Clemente. The place of divine light and truth in me honors the place of divine light and truth in you, where we are all one. Namaste.